Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Kids Who Read Well Phonogram program. If you don't have your workbook, no worries. Have a parent or guardian or your teacher click the link below to get your copy today. If you're joining us with your whole class today, welcome. Welcome, boys and girls. I hope everyone has their workbook today. Today, we will be working from letters E and R. If you have your workbook, you may open to the middle of the book and turn a few pages until you find letters E and R. Once you're there, take one hand and one finger and put it on the letters E, R. With your other finger or other hand, we'll hold up one finger like we see the hand doing next to the letters ER, just one finger. And we'll say the one sound for ER. When E and R go walking together, they make the sound er. Can you say that with me? Er. Very good, boys and girls. ER makes one sound for phonogram er. Er. You should be able to make that sound in the back of your throat here with our lips kind of open like that for er. Er. Good job, boys and girls. Now I see we have a few spaces to practice writing the letters E and R perfectly. Let's grab our pencils. I'll search here for my online marker. We'll start with the letter E. You'll notice that all of our letters here today are lowercase. And that's because there are not many words in the English language that start with the letters E and R. So there'd be no need to capitalize the letter E unless your name is Eric. Like my dad, he would have to capitalize the letter E for his name, Eric. Hi, Dad. Today, we're going to put our markers on the black dot for the letter E. We will follow the lines across to the right and follow it up and around and all the way down and stop. We do not want to make a full circle. Then we'd have the letter O with a line in the middle. That's not what we want. Let's try another one down below. Put your pencil on the black dot for the next letter E. We'll follow it straight across and up and around and stop. Now, because our E is lowercase, these letters will start at the midline, If you've seen our other videos, you know that lowercase letters begin at the midline and most uppercase letters will begin at the top line. And we'll look at those lines in a second. Let's go down to our next letter E, following the lines over to the right, up and around and stop. Last E, black dot, following out to the right, up and around and stop. Let's go over to the free space and practice a little on our own. Again, lowercase letters mostly begin at the midline. So we'll go just below the midline for the letter E, so that when we circle around, we'll go up to the midline and circle around and stop. So let's start just below the midline where you see my dot is. We'll go straight across, up to the midline, down to the baseline, and stop. Let's try that again down below. I'll make a little dot under the midline. We'll go straight across, up to the midline, down to the baseline, curve around, and stop. I'll leave a few spaces for you to practice on your own a little bit later. All right, let's put our pencils on the black dot for letter R. Follow that black dot all the way down. We'll trace it back up and around. Great job, boys and girls. Let's try another. On the black dot, tracing down, back up and around. You do not need to pick up your pencil when writing the letters E or R until the letter is complete. We'll try another one. On the black dot, go straight down, tracing back up and curve around. Last one, black dot, straight down, trace it back up and curve around. Very good, boys and girls. Let's give it a try on our own there on the blank space. Right next to the E that we wrote, we will put our pencil right there at the midline, tracing down to the baseline, trace it back up and hook it around there at the midline. Let's try one more time. Coming down to the next E, we'll put our pencil there on the midline, following the line down to the baseline, tracing back up to the midline and curving around. Very good, boys and girls. Let's do a couple more there in the free space. We'll start with the E, just below the midline, coming out and up to the midline, tracing around to the baseline, curving around and stop. Let's do an R, starting at the midline, tracing down to the baseline, all the way back up to the midline, curving around for sound Let's do one more. Coming down to the second set of lines, just below the midline, we'll take it across, back up to the midline and down to the baseline, come back to the midline, going down for the letter R, tracing back up and curving around for sound We did amazing, boys and girls. All right, let's keep going down our worksheet here, all the way down. I see some pictures. Oh my goodness. These words make the sound of Can we think of other words that have the same sound? And we'll draw a picture below. But that first picture, oh my goodness, is it a spider? Oh my goodness, spiders are such creepy, crawly insects. But we see we have that sound at the end of spider. Let's see if we can say all of the sounds in that word. And there's our phonogram at the end. And we also have the letters S and P that we can put together to make It doesn't make one sound. We hear the S and we hear the P. So they make two separate sounds, which means they're two separate phonograms here, but we can put them together for a blend. Great job, boys and girls. Ooh, look at the beautiful mermaid. She has long flowing red hair and a beautiful green tail. Let's see if we can sound that word out using our phonogram sounds. Aid. Wow, we sounded that word out with all of the phonogram sounds. Nice job, boys and girls. And the last one is my absolute favorite animal in the entire world, a tiger. And we see there is the sound at the end of the word tiger. Can you give me your best? Good job, boys and girls. Let's see if we can find new words together today. All right, let's see. Oh, here are so many words. I just love looking on Google to find new words to learn. Oh, I see the very first word. It comes with a flag here. There's black and red and yellow. Let's see if we can sound this word out to determine what country this flag belongs to. Let's see. I see the letter G. It makes two sounds, G and J. Then we have and N, and we can put the A and the N together for N. And then we have a Y, which makes four sounds, Y, I, E, Y, I, E. Most times when a Y is at the end of a word, it makes the final sound E. Let's see if we can sound this word out. We'll start with the G, which makes two sounds. We'll start with G, G, M, and E. Germany, Germany, Germany. I've never heard that word before. Let's try the second sound for G. J, 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 Germany, Germany, Germany. Yes, I've heard of the country Germany. Let's see if we can travel to Germany using our map. I think I have a map here somewhere. Where was it? I hope you can still see my screen because we live in the United States. Well, most of us probably live in the United States watching this video. And if we travel way across the ocean to about right in there, you would find Germany. Oh, Germany is a beautiful country. They have so much culture and different yummy foods to eat. I'm hungry just thinking about it. Let's see what other words we can find with the sound er. I love to listen to my favorite music at a concert. You get to dance and sing with so many other people who love the same music that you do, a concert. Have you ever scored a perfect score on a test or homework or a quiz or an assignment? Yeah, I have. A perfect score of a 100 or an A plus. Oh my goodness, danger. I think that means don't go there. So we won't. Danger. I also see a type of fish. It's called a perch, a perch. Then I see the curb, curb. Have you ever walked along the side of the curb if you were walking outside? Yeah, I have. One time I fell off the curb right into the mud. I was covered in mud and had to walk all the way home like that. It was the worst day ever. But walking on curbs can still be fun. You can also find the word curb sometimes written with a C and spelled with a UR, which also says herb. So there are two different ways that we can spell the word herb, but all the letters still make the same sounds, just spelled a little differently. So there we have it. Let's go back to our Phonogram Workbook page and see if we can draw some cute pictures that have the sound. And if you think of any on your own, feel free to draw any picture you'd like there in the free space that makes the sound I think I'm going to draw the few music symbols here and pretend like I have people at a concert. There we go. There's the music symbols. Here are my little people. Their hands are going to be up. They're going to be mouths open, singing at the concert. Yeah. La 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 la. I wish I could go to a concert right now and enjoy my favorite music. La 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 la. And we'll write the word here. Con, on, there's the So when you hear a sound in a word, the sound in a word, and you're spelling on your papers, don't forget the E. Lots of times we only write the R for the sound We cannot forget the E and the R go walking together for the sound. Very good, boys and girls. I think on that page we were looking at, I also saw A plant. It's a plant and it kind of has maybe spiky kind of leaves. Instead of the leaves we're used to, they have spiky leaves. I think they're often used during Christmas time to decorate as a Christmas tree. And this type of plant is called a fern, a fern tree. They're really beautiful and their leaves look spiky, but they're actually really soft type of leaf. I like ferns and they kind of smell really good too. Well, boys and girls, we've come to the end. I hope you are able to draw a few good pictures on your paper like I was on mine. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn about phonogram. Could you say it one more time with me? Er. Very good, boys and girls. I challenge you to find new words all around you and break them down according to their phonogram, especially if you find words with sound. Well, that's it, boys and girls. I hope to see you again sometime really soon so that you can join us for another page in our Kids Who Read Well Phonogram Workbook. Remember, if you don't have your workbook, just click the link below and get your own. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, boys and girls.